Hey there! Time for another narwhal, the Nahvalur. This is the Schuylkill in Cichlid. I haven't fully looked up how to pronounce it, but Cichlid. Cichlid is a purple fish, and this is a purple pen. It's a very pretty finish. I will absolutely give them that. Nice, looks like rose gold trim. Nahvalur, cool brand. I do like it, and we're going to cover the parts of this pen. I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then we'll do a writing sample. Let's get started. Nahvalur, narwhal, and I understood that Nahvalur is, someone said it's pronounced like narwhal. So I'm not going to comment, I'm not a linguist, although I am a cunning linguist in some ways. I will say that this is a very interesting box because it's so simple and I love it. I can't emphasize this enough. I don't need a fancy box. Give me a nice pen and then the box is fine. So if you want to recycle this, then you can. Comes with a little information pamphlet on how to fill the pen. No frills. This is all you need. Perfect. Comes with a little wrench, and it is a little wrench. I mean, my hands are big. They're not that big. It is a little wrench, but it does everything you need to unscrew the piston so you can grease it and whatever you want. That's really awesome. Fits in a slot there. And we have a little pen condom, and that's all there's to it. This is the Nahvalur Schuylkill Cichlid purple rose gold trim, and it has a broad nib. Let's talk about this pen. I'll show you the parts of the pen, but before I do that, here's the pen right next to a Pilot Metropolitan. Longer, and I would say maybe a tiny bit girthier. Cool finish though. I first want to give you some time to look at that finish. Has a bit of chatoyance down there, that nice shiny stuff. Looks really cool. In my mind, I really love this finish. Nahvalur, they do really cool stuff with those finishes. So the Schuylkill, it's a river that runs through Philadelphia. Number 6 nib, stainless steel, fine, medium, broad, stub, all quite nice. And a Cichlid, as I said, I hope I pronounced it correctly, but biology friends, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a purple fish, and it's a purple-ish finish. Price, €49.59. I think that's pretty fair for what you get. So let's see if you agree. What do you get? On top, nice rose gold little finial. Look at the tripod in my camera. Very, very reflective. We have a clip, right? Nicely shaped, narwhal themed, narwhal themed, rose gold, at least plated, whatever, but rose gold colored clip, nice and springy. Ink window, visible with the pen capped. I love it. You don't have to uncap it to know how much ink you have. Barrel. Tapers, it sounds like Gordon Ramsay. Food. Blitz. Mix. Barrel. Tapers down a little bit. Nice rose gold ring. Piston turning knob, which I will not engage because it's full of ink. Pen. Unscrews. Nice number 6 nib. May look a little small. That just gives you an impression that this is it's a bigger pen. It's not a small pen. Look at this next to a Pilot Metropolitan uncapped, and you see what I mean, right? It's not a small pen. It's quite nice. Ink window again works pretty well. We have nice threads, which I don't find sharp at all, especially going in this direction. Stroking this way, they feel a little sharper, but just don't do that. This way, the nice section tapers down, flares out a little bit. Very comfortable. When I hold this pen, I don't feel any threads digging into my skin. And yes, for the lovers, the pen posts. And then it's a big one. It's not deep posting, so you can post it. Big pen. Nib. This is a broad, and I love it. Has the little narwhal on there. Has some scroll work. Nice number 6 steel nib, and a nice plastic feed. Works pretty well. But don't take my word for it. Let's see if we can make this right and how we like it then. So, paper. So I just had to reach for the paper. But I'm so entertaining. I just keep talking about it. I'm so practiced at this. Okay, we have here. Sorry. Let me write down Nahvalur Schuylkill. Broad steel. The ink is Monteverde. Skip there. Purple, and I maybe kind of wish I had chosen something else. Is it visible? I think it's visible. It's a nice ink, but it's quite light. Broad nib, nice and smooth. This is a horrid right, Fox, sorry. I always love the comments of, God, he has just terrible handwriting. Why do people with terrible handwriting use fountain pens? Because we can. It's a free world. Okay, bit of fast writing. Keeps up very nicely, and I find this a slightly drier ink, so that's quite impressive. Overall, like I said, pretty decent wetness, not a gusher. This might be a kind of nib that I would make a little wetter if it were my pen, but it's certainly not too dry, and under no pressure. This is no pressure whatsoever. It does write quite nicely. Line variation, not advertised as a flex nib, so at your own risk and be very careful, but solid steel nib, you may be able to squeeze out some line variation, as I just did. What about reverse writing? Remember, this is a light ink, but in real life, camera always a little difficult, but this is legible. If you were to use a darker ink, it would be even better. And what I really like about it is it's very smooth. Often when you turn a nib upside down, it gets scratchier. This is very smooth and it keeps going. So for people who like upside down writing, I know I have some friends who do a lot of math and they like to flip it over, works very well. So that's absolutely a selling point. Overall, a very nice, smooth nib that I really like. So what we should do is talk about likes and dislikes. What do I like? What do I not like about this new Schuylkill? Or Schuylkill, if you prefer. Now, I think there's a lot to be said for it. Cool finish. They hit a cool design with this. And then they put in an ink window. Fantastic. You can disassemble it at home. It comes with a wrench. You can see how much ink you have, you can disassemble it, you can service your own piston. And all of that for 49 euros. I know there are cheaper pens out there, but piston filled, home, disassemblable, very pleasant writer. You don't always get that at that price. There are pens 10 times this price where you have to buy the wrench as a separate thing, right? So I think that's really neat. Piston filled, nice ink capacity, writes well, home maintenance, you can do everything. I like the finish. I know it's a little dark to maybe fully see it, but I'm sure you've seen it when I pointed the camera down. It's cool, it looks neat, and it's a lovely writer, and it comes with the wrench. I think there's a lot of cool stuff going here. And it also looks like most of the box is cardboard, so if you don't want to keep the box, you can recycle it. There's no plastic, I think there's a lot of really good stuff going for it. And what I find most remarkable is, and all that for 50 bucks. I know it's euros, I know it's not dollars or something, but still, I think that's a really good price for what you get, the quality you get. And I think that's really neat. If I had to, if you would put a sort of like a ballpoint in my head and you would say, okay, give me something that you really hate, there is nothing. But if I had to pick something, there's no band around the cap. It always makes me a little bit nervous that you might develop a crack, a stress fracture at some point. Maybe don't super over tighten it, but beyond that, I have nothing. It's a lovely writer. It's a great size pen. It posts, it has a wrench, it has everything. It's just lovely. I love it. Buy it. Appelboom, remember, gives you a 10% discount if you click the banner on my website, so that makes it even more affordable. Go out now and get one. You will not regret it. That's all I have. Hope this was useful. Glad to see you later.